What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So what I want to address in today's video, I want to get right down to it. We know that Congress is coming back tomorrow. We're going to start to see Congress working on whatever they've been discussing over the past 2 weeks, because again, they've been on recess for 2 weeks. It's crazy, but they have. Well, we're going to address what's going on there. We're going to talk about how lawmakers are making some shocking responses and answers regarding why some don't want to provide any additional relief to the American people and to the economy. I want to address what's going on there because that is very important. I think a lot of people are going to be somewhat surprised with what lawmakers, financial experts, and executives, and even some economists are actually saying right now. So make sure you stick around for that. We're also going to touch on the issues regarding the trucking industry. This is huge, and this is going to impact not just the particular state of California, but the entire United States, and it will likely impact other countries as well. So I will address that in this video as well. And all I ask is if you can just spend 2 seconds, go ahead, hit that like button. Also, consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell so you never miss an update. But let's get right down to it. So the first thing that I want to talk about is I want to talk about how many lawmakers have said over the past really few months. Lawmakers are saying that additional relief is something that they don't need to pass. Okay? They don't need to pass. It's something that they would like. It's something that would be a good move. It would really help out Democrats in the upcoming midterm elections, but it's not something that they need to pass. And they say this because some are saying the biggest concern right now is the worker shortage. It has nothing to do with Russia and Ukraine. Has nothing to do with inflation. Has nothing to do with some of the shortages that we are currently experiencing. It's all worker shortages, and I want to explain why. Currently, there's 5.9 million people that are on unemployment. Yet we have 11.2 million open positions. This is where some are saying that it doesn't make sense. That if we were to see the open positions match the unemployed, that's going to be a good thing. That's what we need to see. That's exactly what the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said, is this number needs to be 1-to-1. We got 5.9 million people on unemployment. Well, we need 5.9 million open positions. That needs to be 1-to-1. Well, according to multiple lawmakers, financial executives, and even some economists, they say people aren't coming back to work because they are flush with cash. They're flush with cash. Money just, is filling up their pockets. They don't know where to put it. That's what they're telling us. But let me ask you this. Are you sitting on so much excess cash that you don't feel the need to go back to work or even work in general? I don't think that's the case. And this is what's so shocking about what some lawmakers are saying. And this is the problem, is oftentimes we are placed in a group and categorized accordingly. Now, in this case, lawmakers believe that we don't need more assistance. They believe that all we have to do is just wait. Let's wait. And the market is going to get fixed. Because currently, everybody has the money. And we just need to wait for people to run out of money, so then they return to work, our supply chain gets fixed, shipping gets fixed, right? Businesses open back up. That's what they're saying. Now, here's the thing. Eventually, the economy is going to work itself out. But do you see why this is so frustrating? Is because we are looking at providing additional relief to Ukraine. And I get it. I'm all about helping out other countries. I've said this multiple times in the past. But at the same time, if we cannot help us here at home, if we can't do what we need to do to provide some assistance and relief to the American people here in the United States, how can we go and help out another country? Because if we are strong here, we can be even stronger for another country. But again, if we're struggling here, that creates a weak spot. That creates a target point. And that's something we can't have. So we're going to see what happens there. But again, it's shocking what lawmakers are saying right now. And the tough thing about all this, and again, I try to look at multiple articles and listen to interviews, and I'll listen to people talk about the economy in general. And one of the things that I've noticed is that right now, Republicans are just pointing at Democrats saying it's all your fault. Democrats are pointing at Russia saying it's all your fault. But nobody's really addressing the issues. And that's the problem. And some are saying that we are going to get to the issues, but it probably will not be until 2023. So again, it's frustrating, but that's currently what we know. Here's the other frustrating thing. And I talked about this the other day, and I'm pretty sure we're going to continue to talk about this issue because this is going to impact every single one of us. And this is the fact that there's a report out there that 70,000 independent workers in the trucking industry are now being forced to comply with a new law. It's not technically a new law. It's been a law. It's been in place for about 2 years. However, it's been on hold until just last week, and this is the AB5 bill. Now, I've heard from multiple people here in the comments, here in the community, about what they thought of this bill and whether this was a good move. Well, this AB5 bill requires independent contractors to be to either be a true independent trucker, or they must get hired on with another company, with an actual company. And I heard from multiple people just the other day, even late last night, that this new rule going into effect is going to it's a good thing, because now shipping companies will hire on more truckers and provide them with better benefits. Well, after talking with somebody last night, I was told something rather shocking. And they said, I want to read this to you. If more truckers are hired onto existing companies, the overall benefits package has to get reduced. Okay? This is somebody with a trucking company. They say, right now, I'm not going to say their actual company, but we are in the midst of a transition, and the expectation is that the U.S. economy ends up in a recession. So, right now, our company and many others are not looking to hire. We're definitely not looking to provide more benefits, and it's because of this that the expectation, okay, this is coming from an actual company, the expectation is truckers are going to walk away from this industry in masses. That's what they said. That's what this person said. And again, I'm not going to say the company. Okay, don't want to put them out there like that. But they said they're not looking at hiring. They're definitely not looking at providing more benefits. And it's because of these moves that they are expecting truckers are going to walk away from the industry in masses. How scary is that? How scary is that? That what we are experiencing right now is that a ruling that was put in place back, I think, in 2019, which was supposed to be looked at and considered by the U.S. Senate. Well, the U.S. Senate just disregarded this, didn't look at it, and so now the rule becomes law. Well, here's the issue. If truckers decide to walk away, the problem with this is we need them. There's been a shortage of truckers ever since 2020, right? And this wasn't even from the pandemic. This was before. There was an issue, I believe, in like January, February. And so, again, this is just part of the problem. And I know a lot of people are wondering, are we going to see our economy rebound? Not if we have a major trucker shortage. We already have a small one. But anymore, this becomes a major problem. So we'll see what happens, but as always, I'll be here every step of the way. I'll fill you in on what's going on. All you gotta do is make sure you stay subscribed. Now, here's something else I'm being asked quite a bit. What is Congress going to do? When are they going to pass something that will help the economy and the American people? Let's talk about that. Congress has been away on recess for the past 2 weeks. They'll finally be back tomorrow. Now, I don't expect Congress to just get right down to it, get right down to work, and start passing bills. I don't see this happening. What I expect is they keep working on the Chinese competitiveness bill. I think that's something that Senator Schumer is adamant on passing. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell is potentially going to try to block that, right? We know Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senator Joe Manchin, they're still going to continue to negotiate over the climate provisions and the tax increases. That's something that we've seen. We know they're going to try to pass something for Medicare. So that could be a big bill. That could be a big boost to Democrats. But again, it's a big boost to seniors. But that relief won't happen until 2023. So even though it's considered good news now, the good news is going to be short-lived because, well, you got to wait another 4 months, 5 months. So we'll see what happens there. We also have reports that are indicating that Democrats, honestly, just want to see something get passed. And they want to see something get passed before the midterm elections because they need something to run on. Right now, they haven't passed a major bill in quite some time. The biggest bill that Democrats passed was the American Rescue Plan. That's for $1.9 trillion. Okay. The problem is a lot of people are pointing to that specific bill saying, you know what, it's that bill that caused inflation to be at 8.6%. And we'll know this coming week. If inflation is still going to be 8.6%, will it be hit expectations at 8.8%? Or are we going to bust into that 9% range? We'll see. But again, that's what we know at this time. As always, as I know more, I promise I'll come back on and share all latest news and updates. Again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.